Hello everybody. Welcome to your weekly messages for August 16th to the 22nd of 2020. This is good for all signs. We're just going to check in and tune in to see what's going on this week. And before we get started, take a moment to subscribe to this channel if you haven't already. Make sure you check me out on Instagram at Onyx Healing. Leave a thumbs up and a comment if this resonates with you. And don't forget to sign up for my newsletter because good things come to your inbox every Sunday. All right, let's get started, shall we? So, first thing that we have coming up for the week ahead. Lion, this is courage, strength, creating opportunities, confidence in your ability to make things happen, get things done, do the challenging thing. I think that this week is really going to help you see how much you are capable of. So it might be that you're challenging yourself, or you're doing something different, or you're experiencing some growing pains, right? Pushing yourself out of your comfort zone, because that's the only way the lion actually gets to show up. If you stay comfortable, if there's never any discomfort, if there's never any challenge or resistance that you meet and then work your way through, then this energy wouldn't even be a thing. So the lion is supporting you in dropping into your heart, tapping into your confidence, knowing what you're capable of, and then moving forward from that capable, confident space. Make space for it. So this is about allowing it in. Sometimes the energy that we hold out of fear or desperation or urgency even can act as a repellent, and it can make it so that we don't allow things in that we desire and that we want. And so if you, some people call it like tying God's hands behind his back. Like if you are so focused on how and when and why not and who and how this is going to unfold, when you get locked into wanting to work out all of those details, it will repel ease. And so instead you want to create space, allow it in. Imagine yourself like making a nest for the desire, for the thing that you want, or whatever you're calling in and working on. Your job is to get uncomfortable, do what you're guided to do, while also holding space and allowing it to come into your world. Okay, a quick heads up, my friend who made this deck, I know a lot of you love this deck. She has some extension decks that she's launching right now. I'll put the link in the description box, or I'll drop it right here. Just if you want to support that, she has it on Indiegogo. And yeah, so if you like this, if you want to get your hands on it, she has it open and available now so that you can support that if that's something you feel called to. So let's see what's coming through this week. Listen, pause, let your emotions guide you. Ask your body for its perspective. Notice the messages appearing around you. Okay, so one thing that has taken a lot of practice on my part, but is really worth doing, is when you get told something by a whole bunch of different people again and again and again, pay attention to that. When there's a repetitive message or a repetitive thing that keeps coming up, you need to listen to that. So it's okay to pause this week, right? The courage can even come in pausing, in letting there be a pregnant pause. Oh man, I hate those. Absolutely hate those. But that can be a really necessary practice. And so I'm seeing the listen card is showing up there. And it's also kind of like things might not be what they seem. And so the listen card is helping you tap into that. It's going to make it easier for you to get to the truth rather than fabricating things out of fear. Okay, we have the Hermit. This is that pause. Okay, this is that wise contraction. because we're constantly in contraction, expansion, contraction, expansion. That's something we're constantly doing. That's how we really grow. And so you might be in that space of incubation or waiting, or maybe you're about to make a decision, or you're in the process of stepping into that next level, but having to hold and stay in that confident space. So let's see what else we have going on this week. We have the Seven of Swords. There's somewhat of a hiding energy. Let me see. And we have the Son of Wands. Interesting. So there's absolutely a need to hold. That is the main message this week that I'm getting, is you're in introspection mode. And while there's your essence, your confidence is not necessarily something you're doing from a space of action and over-functioning. That's not necessarily how courage shows up. This might just be doing something slightly different. And so that's the main thing I want you to carry with you, is that courage comes in all shapes and sizes and flavors. It's not just being bold and out there and shouting what you want to say from the rooftops. That's not always how it is. It might just be a subtle shift that you're making, and that having a really profound impact. So take extra time to be in quiet and stillness and listening to your higher self, tapping in and tuning into the things that are important to you. And it's also like there's information that you don't have right now. It'll come, but in this moment, I don't think you have it. I'm gonna clarify these cards. We have the Empress. So if you're frustrated by this energy pattern right here, I would encourage you to just focus on, what am I giving to myself in between? In the moments where I'm experiencing discomfort or friction or fear or whatever else is coming up, what are you giving to yourself in those moments? How are you showing up for yourself? How are you paying attention to your body and what your body needs? And the Son of Wands is just a reminder that the energy and the light will return. It's not that those things aren't available or aren't going to be presented, but this might actually be a person in your space. This is either just a reminder, like, yes, this isn't going anywhere for you, or the Son of Wands is a character who is in your space, in your vicinity, environment, right? This is fire energy. So maybe someone who's fiery or has a lot of fire placements might have something to do with this. Okay, what else? Two of Pentacles. Again, I'm not getting that this has anything to do with decisions. A lot of the time, the Two of Pentacles is about weighing your options and seeing, is this right, is this not? I don't actually think that's what this is. I'm seeing this as you having to kind of sit in the discomfort and stabilize yourself, regardless of what's going on environmentally or in whatever you found yourself in present time. And then let me see. And then we have Judgment. Interesting. I'm going to clarify these two. Sometimes I get annoyed when I clarify things and it's repeating a message that I've already given because the Hierophant is the stability, boundaries, structure, and order. And so there is an order to this. There's a large part of this energetic piece that is about you deciding, you making space for it, you stepping up to the plate, you owning it fully and completely, like claiming it as rightfully yours, but also understanding that as you hold that edge and you step into that and you're really anchoring into that, that's what the Hierophant is reflecting here, is that you're anchoring into that, but there's going to be a space of discomfort, which is where the Hermit, the Seven of Swords, and the Two of Pentacles comes in. It's this slowing down of, okay, I'm gonna hold this in the moment, work on shifting the internal stuff as I step into this next level, because that's where things are ultimately going to come into play and click into place. So that's the main thing that you want to do, is understand that you don't want to like step into the lion for 2 seconds and then cave. No, you have to step into it, hold it, let it settle in, and know that the internal world is what needs a lot of tuning and tweaking and love. So as you attune the internal, as you're kind of owning this piece, things will get easier, but you kind of have to weather the storm first, right? Because the Two of Pentacles, I'm getting now that I'm kind of marinating with this card more, this is about you flip-flopping. Do I stay and hold this, or do I drop it? Do I back out? Do I walk away? This is kind of you wanting to bail on your dream, or bail on a decision that you've made in some capacity. So the Judgment card is helping you to tap into, no, you have to decide that it's your right to have. There's a need for solidification and confidence in order for this to all progress. Then we have the Eight of Cups. This is a change in perspective. So the way you're thinking about it is completely evolving. I'm getting that maybe the way you start thinking about it at the beginning of the week is going to look completely different by the end of the week. So this is a welcomed change. It's not something you have to dread. This is something that you really, really need. It's flipping the script. It's inverting everything so that you can have a new perspective. And then, Nine of Cups. Nine of Cups. Make a wish. I'm dead serious. Make a wish right now. We want to make wishes when that makes an appearance. This is about wishes fulfilled, dreams coming true. Yes, yes, yes. It's a confirmation card. So this is why I'm telling you, don't back away. Don't cave just because something is paused or there's a holding. It's kind of like the whole point of that is so that you can hammer down all of the confidence points, and I'm saying that within yourself, and then that's where you actually become an energetic match for whatever this is as you push yourself more and then work through the discomfort as it comes up. Because if you back out and revert back to old patterns just because you got uncomfortable, that's not really going to serve you. So instead you have to hold the vision and do the internal work and kind of leap before you're ready. So yes, it is a big week in those terms. Let's do a 3-card pick. So you're welcome to ask a question, ask for guidance, clarity, whatever you're needing in this moment. If you need more time, pause the video. Card number 1. We have Temperance. This is balance, equilibrium. Things are smoothing out. Give them a chance to get smoother and progress. It's not going to be turbulent forever. So again, focus on the internal stability. How can you attain that for yourself? Even if it's something like breath work, like coming back to the breath in order to stabilize the body, have something to focus on, because you always have tools available. It's not something where stability is a fleeting idea. It's something that's a practice. Card number 2, we have the Ace of Wands. This is yes. So the huge word, it's like these big gold letters with confetti. That's the imagery that's coming up for me, is yes. I actually don't want to overread this. It's just a reiteration of confirmation. So keep going, or it's like your North Star is correct. So enjoy. Card number 3, we have the Five of Cups. This is about shifting your perspective. You have to look at something that is going to uplift you. If you've been fixating on things that really are dragging you down or discouraging you, or if you're seeking out reasons to kind of tear yourself down, then that is what you will have confirmed externally. So your focus does have to shift as you process the emotions. I'm not saying that if you're having a hard time that you want to like abandon the emotional process. No, this is about trying to find both. If you feel like you can't find something that really feels good to hold on to, or if hope feels really scary, that's fine. Just focus on neutrality. Perhaps it's not as personal, or it's not as bad as you think, or it's not as intense as you may have conjured up in the mind. So I'd really like you to practice getting into neutrality rather than doomsday mode, because this is a card that has a tendency to make a mountain out of a molehill. And if you can practice reeling that in, it's really going to serve you this week. All right, everybody, that's all that I have for you today. Thanks for hanging out with me. Once again, take a moment to subscribe to this channel, smash that like button, follow me on Instagram at Onyx Healing, and I will talk to you beautiful people later. Have a good one. Bye-bye.